Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of K&B Fishing. Today we are actually heading back down to the river down here by the dam by my house to see if the water level is finally low enough for us to get past the cliffs that are down here. Usually down here I walk around the side of the cliff near the water, and the water's been so high I can't even get around it. So we're gonna head down here quickly today to see if we can get around it, because there's always a lot of fish on the other side. So well, I don't know if you guys can notice this, but I don't think the water went down at all yet. So might throw a couple right here for a second, but we'll see. Got one. It's a good one too. Oh yeah. This is a really nice smallie actually. Oh yeah, this is a really nice smallie, guys. Hopefully I can land her here. She's not ready yet. Give her a second. You guys, I'm so excited for this. This is crazy. That is a nice smallmouth bass. Oh my God. That is a crazy smallmouth bass. Oh, oh my God. All right. Let me just do this quick. You guys, that's a big bass. Hold on one second. Let me just set you up here. That is a huge smallmouth bass. Look at that. That's what we're talking about on the tube jig. I'm gonna have to measure this bass a little later because I don't have a tape measure with me, I don't think. But we need to get a pliers out here. That is a nice smallmouth bass. Okay, got the hook out there. That is what I'm talking about right there. That is crazy. All right, I'm also gonna lay this down so you guys can see. All right, so this is my fishing pole here. I'm gonna lay her down and then measure it later. Like that. Look at my foot. My foot is 12 inches long. That is a crazy smallmouth bass right there. Insane. Absolutely insane. We're gonna let her go now because I don't want her to die. Get her all re-oxygenated here. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. That was a nice bass. That was about a 4 or 5 pounder. I'm not even joking. Dude. That was crazy. I genuinely didn't think I was gonna catch anything down here because of how crazy this river is. Right here in the rapids, that smallmouth was just sitting. I pitched my tube jig in there. I bounced it once, and the first time I felt a little tap, so I was like, oh, you know, thought I had him. Missed him, reeled in, re-tossed it back in there, gave it a twitch, and then I felt a big tap, and that was crazy. All that, literally, One second. All of that muskie I caught on my channel not too long ago, same lure. Fishing for smallmouth is what I caught that muskie on. This green with the red fleck tube jig. These things are crazy. That was awesome. All right, I'm gonna get my GoPro hooked back up to my chest here and keep her going. Look at that. It's almost like a blue-green, like a seafoam green kind of color with the red flecks in it. Hammered them. Hammered them. Got another one. Oh. Yes! Knew it was a good idea coming down here, even to check it out. That's a pretty nice one too. Definitely not as big as that last one. But that's still a decent smallmouth right there. Decent. Just like that. Another one down. That's what we like to see. Yeah, baby. I kid you not, that other smallmouth made that one look like a baby. And that one was pretty decent, to be honest. Tube jigs, man. How does nobody know about them? Why does not everybody use them? That's what I need to know. Now watch, I'll probably get this thing snagged. That's right. I actually need to fix this hook real quick. Taking out that last bass kind of bent it. See that? I was kind of like bent up. That's all right. That's why we got the good pliers. Take the pliers, kind of just bend it back a little bit. There we go. Tube jig's seen better days, I think. Starting to fall apart. That's all right, still works. Still sharp, so it doesn't matter. With the water being as high as it is, the best thing you can do is just try to find these little eddies, these little pockets where the fish are sitting. Because there might only be like, you know, like 5 or 6 fish there. But I mean, look at that. How are you supposed to fish that? You know? So finding these little cool spots like this, that's the best thing you can do. And right now I'm kind of just trying to throw it around the edge of that bass and just twitch it around because that big bass was sitting right there. Right there. And I mean, the water is pretty dirty. You can kind of see down here how like clear it is, but then once you get where it gets a little deeper, like even a foot or 2 deep, and it's almost dark brown. So the fish probably can't see that well either, which is why I'm kind of trying to work it slowly and like give it little taps or little jigs as I go, because I want any fish that's close by, if they see the reflection from that little red fleck, I really want them to be able to see it and then be able to follow it and then hit it if they want it, you know. That's the strategy with this. So glad I came down here. I was honestly going to go to the other side first to see if I could walk to that finger that I had fished at before. But I didn't know if I was going to be able to get over there yet. sometimes if you're working a bait, and like I'm doing obviously a tube jig, so like I kind of got to get a little bit of a faster pace when I'm using this bait, because otherwise it'll go down in those rocks, get wedged and get stuck, and then you'll break it off. So I'm kind of just trying to bounce it around the tops of the rocks if I can. And most times those bass are just sitting around behind the rocks in the calm spots, away from the current, waiting for other stuff to come by. So that's a perfect opportunity for them to hit this. But if you're getting taps and hits from different fish and you just can't hook them, try to slow down the presentation you're giving them, or speed it up, you know, because you're trying to get a reaction out of them, get them to bite it, get them to take it. And sometimes if you're working it a certain way, they might be half interested and they're only half trying to hit it, and that's why you keep missing them. So sometimes you got to just kind of pick up the pace or slow it down a little bit, kind of just change it up, because you might catch them off guard and then they'll really commit to it, you know. I'm gonna try slowing it down a little bit here. Put a little further out there. Got him. Oh, that's why I kept feeling tapped. See? Little baby rock bass. Tiny guy. That's crazy. You catch a 5-pound or 4-pound smallie, and then you catch literally the teeniest little rock bass. That's how it goes. Part of the deal. Actually, wait. I think I did bring my fish towels today. Oh yeah. Now we're cooking. All right, what I think we're gonna do now, we'll give this spot a minute. We're gonna walk up here a little ways, try to hit a few more of the pockets I can see, and we'll work our way back. We'll definitely hit this spot again before we leave. Yeah, what we're looking for here is these little pockets like this outside of the fast current. And on the edge of that current right there, more than likely there's a fish sitting right in this pocket. And those are what I'm looking for. If you look, you'll see those pockets all up and down all these cliffs. And you never know what's sitting, and there could be a muskie in there could be a rock bass, there could be walleyes, there could be smallmouth, literally anything. Also nothing. So that's just kind of the gamble, you know? You kind of just got to guess and check the whole time. But yeah, there's not always a fish in them, but that's literally where most of them will go to sit. So. Also a lot of snags. So I mean, you could catch a fish and then lose them. Lose your bait right away. Damn, broke it off. All right, that's fine. We're in the shade over here, so this is actually a perfect time to tie on a different one. That tube jig was honestly falling apart, so that's all right. We have been using the green, the dark green like that with the red. I know they work, but here's the thing. I want to try something else. If I don't catch anything on the other bait, then I'll use these again. But I really want to try these black with the red fleck. I guess they're more of a gray than a black, but I think they'll still work. Any and all tube jig colors and stuff you see I have, there's not really a specific brand that I buy all the time. I buy a little bit of everything just because I want to try a bunch of different ones, but Howie's tackle here. Coffee tubes work really good. Zoom tubes work pretty good. There's a bunch of different brands. I mean, you can buy everything under the sun, to be honest, and a lot of them will work. Actually, wait. So some tube jigs, jig heads like this, I don't know if you can see this, but on the eye of the jig head, it's covered in paint. And there's actually a nifty little tool. Can't remember if I put it in my pocket or not. Yeah, I did. So just this little tool right here actually will take that paint right off the jig head. So it's got this little eye poker here. Put it right in there. Flip it, twist it back and forth like this to kind of pull that paint off. Try on both sides. Pretty much just to open up that eye and get the paint off there so I can get the line through it. And if you use the jig heads as much as I do, something like this will really be helpful. Just like that. This jig head is kind of big for this tube jig, but the water's pretty fast, so we're gonna make it work. Try right here for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna go upriver a little bit further. Probably lose this first cast, but that's okay. All right, we didn't lose it, so we're gonna go upriver a little further. I'm probably gonna snag this one in the rocks there. Got him. Oh, he came off. Little baby. Little baby bastard there. I just flipped him right out of the ground, or out of the water. There's little ones in here. Where's the big ones at? We just caught the big mama earlier. Now we gotta find the big dad. No! Got it out, thank God. Let me just check my line quick. Couple little nicks, but it should be okay. There honestly is a lot of rocks, so I mean, if you do this kind of fishing, you are gonna probably snag a lot. Do not let that discourage you, because it only takes one cast to catch a good one. Literally one cast. I am definitely gonna have to bring Alex back here. If you guys don't know, Alex is the other guy I was fishing with the other day when I caught the muskie. He was basically, you know, co-filming. He was helping me out. Me and him, we got this bass spot tied down. So you'll probably see Alex in some future videos as well. Got him. Look at that. Little guy. Oh. Catch and release. All right. All right. Crazy thing too is sometimes if you see spots like this with foam, the fish think it's like overhang, like a tree or like a bush or something. See if I can get a good view of this. And right in that foam, sometimes the fish are sitting underneath it. They're just waiting. You know, they think it's shady because the foam is basically covering the sun. And what you can do is cast right in the middle of it. Give it a few twitches. Fish. See that? Little, I mean, sometimes it's just little fish in there, but you never know. Put it right in there. Because sometimes the minnows too, the little baby minnows, smaller bait fish, they'll go running, swimming I guess, swimming to this from anywhere that they are. They'll see that shade, go right for it because they think it's a place to hide. Those predator fish are sitting right there waiting for them. You put your tube jig in there or whatever bait, minnows, spinner baits, jerk baits, whatever you got, throw them in there. I almost guarantee you there's at least one good fish sitting in there. See that? My hook is really bent like up a little bit. So we're gonna crank it down a little, just like that. These tube jigs are not super high quality, and that's okay. I kind of like that because if I do snag a rock like this and I can't get my bait out, the hook will bend enough to where it will pull off and I'll still get my bait back. So I actually won't buy the highest quality tube jigs I can find because those hooks won't bend. And I mean, sure, if you hook a big enough fish, if you horse them in, if you really, you know, try to rip them on the shore, that hook's gonna bend out, you're gonna lose your fish. But it's a give and take, you know? Do you wanna lose more tube jigs and have to spend more money, or would you rather, you know, just be more meticulous with when you are fighting the fish? You just gotta be a little bit more careful, you know? And I mean, you don't have to be careful necessarily. This hook's not just gonna bend like paper. You actually got a pretty, you know, with the pliers, it looked pretty easy when I did it, but that's because I'm using pliers. Like, it will hold a good fish. I use the same tube jig I just caught that 4 or 5 pound smallie on. So I mean, just don't horse them in, you know, let the fish fight, let them tire themselves out. That's the best way to do it, to be honest. Oh, snag. Damn. Knew that was gonna happen. Oh, got it out actually. See, look at that. And my hook's bent out a little. See, right there. Just proved my point. Probably would have lost that if I would have had a really good quality tube jig head on there. Bend it back. We're good. I'm really trying to get my cast up by that the triangle rock over there, because that was another big eddy right there that I almost guarantee you nobody has casted in. And one of my main things with fishing is I really don't care what kind of, you know, anything I have to get through, whether it's thick brush, you know, fences. Obviously, if it's legal, if it's illegal to go, I'm not gonna, you know, sneak in somewhere and just pillage the river. But I do go a lot of places that a lot of people are unwilling to go to catch fish, and that's okay. I catch fish, man. I really do. At least I try, you know. There's one. Got him. Little guy. He's on there though. He was way up there by that triangle rock, just like I said. Oh yeah, there he is. Good one. Huh. I really want to go to the other side of the river too, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, I just caught somebody's stringer. What the heck? Someone lost their fish. No fish on it. It's not super good quality, but I'll take it, honestly. Look at that. No nicks in it. This thing's a little bent, but that's easy to fix. Look at that. Bam. Free stringer. Free 99, my dad would say. I literally caught that. That's nuts. It's not like I don't already have about 10 of these, but hey, can't say no to free stuff, so. That's nuts. These nuts. Free stringer. I'll take that. You know what that is? That right there is a sign. That means we need to do a catch and cook soon. And we use our new stringer we just got. Not doing it today. I got a lot of stuff going on today. However, I would say the next week or the week after, I am going to make a catch and cook video. That'll be my plan. And I think I'm going to be trying to do a catch and cook of smallmouth bass. That's what I'm going to do. I love smallmouth bass. Smallmouth bass, walleye. I mean, you don't want too big of a smallmouth bass, because here's what a lot of people don't realize. I don't know how it works with like ocean fish or anything like that, but with freshwater fish like bass, walleye, trout, you know, anything like that, the bigger the fish you get, the more fishy the meat's probably going to taste. So you want one that's just, for bass, I usually go about 14, 15 inches. Just about the legal size is what you want to eat. Because the bigger they are, I mean, you can still eat them. They're not going to be like bad tasting or anything like that, but I don't know. I just found that the meat's just better when they're, you know, a little bit smaller. Oh, someone's got a bobber over here too. Ooh, looks broken though. Yeah. We'll take that with us, throw it away. 1.09, I don't know what that means. Or hoi. Not quite sure. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me for another episode of Cade and B Fishing. We came down here, caught a couple nice bass, and checked out the water. The water's going down, so that's really, really good. That's what I wanted to see. It's not quite where I need it to be yet, but I would say a couple more weeks here, I think it's gonna be really good. So we'll see you guys in the next one.